Alright, welcome everyone to the second episode of our playthrough of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. So where we left off last time, we started off by, as you normally start a Pokemon game, picking your starter. So we went with Turtwig. Just to summarize the team briefly before we head for Auberg City. We got Shinx, Turtwig, Starly and Zubat, so I do plan on moving Starly out of the team, probably when we get to the next Pokemon Center. We'll just start off by battling this person, and then I think we've got a few people in the tunnel coming up, because there's a little tunnel in between us and the first gym. This is probably going to be a 30-minute episode because I'm running out of time tonight, and I still want to put an episode out every couple of days, so I figure I'm going to try to do 1 hour long ones, but I'm also having a little bit of difficulty at the moment with the overall editing and rendering process. So the episode that I put out first, just because I wanted to have something out because I'd missed that opportunity to put something out on the weekend, I found that when I was reviewing what I'd rendered in the same template that I was using for Pokemon Shield, for whatever reason, it was out of sync in terms of the audio with the visual, so the audio was happening a lot sooner than the visual, which I found to be quite frustrating. Like, it wasn't like a second or so out, it was quite delayed the further you got into the episode, so it was fine at the start, but then towards the end it was really bad. So I ended up just looking at the rendered copy out of my game capture system, and it was fairly decent. The only thing that it kind of misses is just my little ending text at the end, but you know, we can go without that because that's not overly important. You know, the overall content in the video, why did I do some? Why did I do that? Is more important than the ending. So I'll see how I go with this one. I might end up doing the same thing because I'm recording this Wednesday night and I want to have it out for the morning, Australian time. So at the weekend I might have a play around with it and see how it goes. I just didn't really want it to hold me up any further, because I would like just to push through and get this this content out, just in case I'm not able to put content out in a couple of months' time, with things that might be happening, may or may not be happening, that I'm not really talking about at the time. But I said I wanted to do this content, so that's what I plan on doing. Let's just avoid those people. And this guy's going to give us Rock Smash. So I'm a little bit further ahead in my playthrough of Pearl because I'm just doing that off screen. So I'm taking the opportunity to play it on my lunch break and things like that. So I think I did the first gym today. I ended up going with Chimchar for that playthrough, and I'm going to have the team completely different to what I'm using here. So I think I've added a Geodude to my team in that one. And do I want to just go around? Yeah, why not? We can battle. No, let's just battle them now. It's decent EXP. So I'm going to try and just make it a little bit more interesting for myself, and not have the same teams going through. Try and use some of the version exclusives, so when we come across a Cranidos in this playthrough, I might add it to my team, and then same for Shieldon and Bastiodon that it evolves into. We'll probably add that into the Pearl team, and I imagine I'll probably play through this game probably like twice each in terms of the versions. In terms of I don't know, getting my money's worth, I guess, if you want to put it that way. I feel like I did that with Sword and Shield. I think I played through Sword and Shield at least. I think I played Sword at least twice, and I did Shield at least 3 times. It was just over the space of about 2 years, including the playthrough that I did on my channel for a specific in-game trade. That was fun. It was an interesting sort of time, just comparing. Like, I'm trying to avoid a lot of spoilers in terms of like the Grand Underground and things like that. I'd just rather experience it myself than see what other people are saying or complaining about, because I have seen on Reddit just like the brief titles of what people have been complaining about, and I feel like that's part and parcel of what comes with Pokemon games, where it's always not going to exactly meet their expectations. I'm fairly happy with this so far. The one thing that I've quite picked up on is, like, I think in the caves the backgrounds were like this in Sword and Shield, especially like I'm thinking of like the mining cave that you go through before you get to the grass type gym, and into Turfield, I think it's called. I think it's similar to this, but then if you compare it to like when you're battling inside an actual building, I think these backgrounds look better than they do in Sword and Shield, which is interesting, because then when you compare the background audio between the two, this one, although I haven't experienced it all the way through, the background audio in Sword and Shield is just awesome, especially like the gym battles. They're just like the soundtracks that they've got there are just really good. Whereas these ones, I think I've only I've only done the first gym, so we'll talk about it when we get to it, I guess, here. But yeah, it's interesting, the comparisons where just the certain things that are slightly different between the two, and it's got its core elements there, and I'm happy with that. You know, the EXP share doesn't really bug me that much. It's something that I've just gotten used to, just with all the different playthroughs that I've done. But I would like to see them give this sort of treatment to other games in the future, like whether it is like revisiting like Black and White and Black and White 2. And like imagine putting them in the same game where you follow that element of like going forward in time after you beat the game the first time, which that'd be an interesting thing to try and intertwine both of those stories. With the only question would be, how would you go back into original content from the first one? But yeah, look, it'll be cool to see, and obviously the people are going to come out of the woodwork asking for Gen 5's remakes next. I'm sure like the day after these games came out, people started asking for Black and White, because people just can never be happy with what they're given. Alright, so here's a Geodude. We don't really need to add him to our team because we'll have him somewhere else. And why don't we just run from him, because I just want to get this first gym battle underway. One complaint I did see was the edges are a bit sharp in terms of getting caught on them. I've noticed that a couple of times. But I think like the animation style's fine. It really does remind me of Link's Awakening, which I actually did finish in the brief interim between doing the end of Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Shield and then starting this. I just took a weekend to sit down and finish it. And for those of you who've played it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I won't spoil it for anyone who wants to go and play it as well. But yeah, just the ending, it's I didn't realize that it was going to do what it did, but then it kind of makes sense. It's almost like a Final Fantasy X sort of ending in a way, but yeah, it's and that was a bit sad as well, the way that all wound up, and has the same sort of result where like when you finish the game you just go back to your last save, which is probably common for, I think it's common for Zelda games. I'm not sure if that happens in Breath of the Wild, since I haven't finished that game yet either, unfortunately. I'm right at the end, I just need to get around to just like doing the final boss, but yeah, it's something I can see myself going back to it. It's when they finally announce when the sequel's coming out, I'll definitely crack on and get it done. Let's swap Turtwig into the front, and we'll go off and do this. Yeah, I really like the day-night cycle in this. It's such a minor thing, but I think it just really, even just like the lighting in here, it looks awesome. It's something that I'm happy with. I try not to go into these games with like massive expectations, because I think it's just created disappointments in the past in terms of like what I was hoping things would be, not specifically around like Pokemon games, but I think there's just been other games that I've played in the past where like you get this idea of like something you want that could be absolutely awesome, and then it just ends up being a little bit of a letdown. But yeah, I'm happy with these. it will be interesting to see what the not the replayability, because you can always start these and do like a... I wonder how Nuzlocke would work in this sort of thing. I guess people will come out and do randomizers eventually and whatnot, but in terms of like reasons to revisit end game saves. So like, for example, I can see myself going back and playing Pokemon Shield or Pokemon Sword quite a lot with the different raid dungeons that they have with their special events that annoyingly line up with Pokemon Go and other stuff quite a lot. But since they aren't doing any competitive stuff through this game, it'll be interesting to see like what they try and do to draw people back into it, or whether it will just be like you only play this for as long as the storyline and the end game content allows you, and then finish the Pokedex and you're pretty much done. I guess you've got the contests, which I haven't really had a look at yet. But yeah, there's lots to explore. There's lots of videos I want to sit down and watch, but I do want to finish the game first and not really ruin it for myself. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about doing the Pokedex on here in terms of recording it all. Like, I might do maybe a highlights reel of getting everything, because if it's anything like what it was getting Pokemon Shield done, it did take a number of hours just to hunt everything down. Yeah, just the different weather cycles and all that, that was complicating. I guess it probably won't be like that for this, but yeah, it certainly involves some trading, at least. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how the spawns in the underground work, because you know, that's something you could have avoided, I guess, in terms of not looking at it when they were advertising it, but it was something that I did read about, and it's yeah, quite intriguing as to how it's all going to work. I do need to remember to go out and get my Mew and my Jirachi as well. I'm sure that they'll make it obvious as to who you need to talk to. And here we are with Rock, the Rock type gym leader. So when I went through this earlier with Chimchar, like if you talk to the guy at the door, he tells you, I guess it's for people who are new to the series, he tells you like what's going to be effective and what's not going to be effective. And I'm not sure if he looks at your party or not, but he remarked on how like I had a fire type because I started with Chimchar, and how I might struggle against Rock with a fire type because it's not super effective against Rock, but Chimchar has that fighting element to it, that fighting type on it. So I've got, I think it had Power Up Punch, and then it ended up getting Mark Punch as well. And it was fine because, you know, fighting is super effective against it, so it was perfectly okay to go through it. But I was thinking about it, comparing it back to like Gen 1 and Gen 2, sort of. I guess Gen 2 is not so much because, you know, you don't really come up against something like a Rock type straight away. But yeah, like if you went with Charmander, it was a little bit more difficult. I wouldn't say overly difficult, especially like if you did Yellow, going in with a Pikachu, like the OG Yellow game, not Let's Go Pikachu at all, because that's easy. But yeah, that was like the one thing I remember dreading every time I played through Pokemon Yellow, having to yeah, either grind something else up, like a grass type or like a Caterpie or something like that, in order to do well against Rock types. It was a bit annoying. But yeah, in these games, having that dual typing with Chimchar, it makes this battle easy. Like I went straight through it, kind of like what we're doing here with our pal Turtwig. Huh, the sturdy didn't expect it. We didn't go right down to the end. Avoided the attack, huh? The only thing that I thought would have been cool with this battle, and it reminded me, or I guess the experience came from Sword and Shield, but if you just had like the exclusives in this battle, so how he's throwing out a Cranidos here, and how this is an exclusive to Diamond, but you had a Shieldon which is exclusive to Pearl, it would have been cool to see him throw that out. Uh-oh. That's Sorry, buddy, I didn't see that coming. Who do we want to use? Yeah, why don't we just use Starly, I guess, until we have someone else to come along and use. But yeah, it'll be cool to add this little guy to our team eventually when we come across one. Ooh, I should have been paying more attention to the sort of condition that our starter was in. Oh well, at least there's a Nuzlocke so he can come back. Huh. Ooh, this isn't going well. Wow, okay. Huh. Interesting. I did not see that coming. Is it because we took more damage against Onyx? Because I feel like we missed a Razor Leaf on Onyx. Huh. Wow. I guess we... let's see, level 13, 12, 12, 9. We were a level below. Yeah, oh well. Oh wait, I didn't use the... oh, that's embarrassing. I didn't use the Pokemon Center at... okay, sorry about this, we gotta run all the way back. Wow. That is frustrating. Let's avoid this person and go through here. I forgot that it did that. Wow, that's doubly embarrassing, losing the first gym battle and not using the Pokemon Center. Let's just go use the Pokemon Center. Anyway, just to register this spot. And my first recording of this went a lot smoother, I'll tell you that. So I was messing around with my recording settings because it's nighttime, but it sounded like there were some cicadas outside my window and they were just absolutely buzzing away, and like I wasn't sure whether they were showing up in the audio or not. So like I lowered the audio, I changed the setting on the microphone, it probably sounds a little bit different, and when I played it back, like I couldn't hear myself over the background music, so that's why I've lowered the background music a little bit, and like I've still tweaked with microphone settings. But yeah, we did go straight through this battle. But I just figured that I hadn't saved the game, so like I wanted to see what the recording was like, because I had some doubts in terms of like what I'd done. But yeah, we did go straight through the first time, so I don't know, it's... we'll, I don't think we'll lose the second time. Especially now that we're going to be the same level as his Cranidos. Potion. Not that it really did anything. is the headbutter who caused us so much difficulty last time. Yeah, he did it again. Oh my god. No way. What? Wow. Okay. Wow. Speechless. Okay. Maybe I should have gone for a supersonic instead. Absolutely nothing. And there we go again. Wow. Yeah. Let's hope for another Leah. Okay. Wow, alright. Jesus. Okay. How is it so much faster? At least we used the Pokemon Center this time. Yeah. Interesting. Why don't we try out a different strategy, huh? I mean, we could always just go and grind up a bit, but... Jeez. That headbutt is mean. Yeah. Come on. Let's get back into it. Let's go. Sure, stealth rock, why not? Four points. 4 points is all it recovered. Wow. Okay. is an Onyx faster than me? Is Turtwig really that slow? I guess it does have fairly low speed, but seriously. Okay, let's hope that it uses Leah and not Headbutt. Okay, good. Wish we could have just done that the first time. Seriously. Wow. But no, that's fine. We beat him. We beat him. Third time's a charm, right? Hopefully this doesn't happen at every gym battle. I guess we've just got a really squishy team at the moment when it comes to stuff like that. Alright, let's get out of this place. Thank you, goodbye. So let's go heal up. I guess maybe we should have had a Geodude on our team, huh? At least we would have had something sturdy enough not to get squished every time something did a rock throw or a headbutt. I really don't remember Barry being this annoying in the original games. Maybe I was just overpowered by How and Hop. Let's go straight through here. And let's go around these people. Ooh, an Abra. Interesting. Hey, I'm happy with that. Okay, cool. Yep, definite member on our team. That'll be sweet, having an Abra. Cool, new member. That's put me in a slightly better mood after getting stomped on by Rock twice. It's just a game, right? Okay, so we head back through here. And I think we'll just do this briefly before signing off. Hopefully we get to battle Dawn a couple of times throughout the gameplay, and it's not just Barry. Why did I leave Zubat at the front? Alright. Something a little bit different, I guess. No.
someone else, see? Zubat's time will come probably when it's evolved. But yeah, having a team of, what, a Luxray, a Kadabra / Alakazam, I'll definitely evolve it into an Alakazam by trading it. Nice. And yeah, like a Golbat and a Crobat. I don't know what I was smoking last episode when I was talking about Crobat not being in Gen 3. It came into existence in Gen 2, so it was most definitely available in Gen 3 and in Gen 4, so I'll look forward to using a Crobat. And yeah, our starter as well, using a fully formed starter, that'll be cool. I know the next evolution is called Throttle. Forgive me that I don't remember the next one. After that, I should. Since I've had one in Pokemon Go and I feel like I've used one. But yeah, that'll be nice, having a team like that. And then, yeah, we'll add a Cranidos to the team. So that's slot, how many have we taken up at the moment? So if we toss Starly out of the team at some point, we've got a team of 4, so then Cranidos will take up slot 5. And like, I would like to use Gibble as well, because I didn't use it in my last playthrough. So that I'll either use it on this team or on the Pearl team. "90% of all Pokemon are somehow tied to evolution." Alright, off they go, and that is going to do us for this episode. We're going to find out what this person has to tell us about stickers and I think the contest. So yeah, that's the ball capsules, like the stickers that Rourke gave us. We're able to design the animations when like the Pokemon pops out of the ball when it bursts open, and yeah, so then we've got access to the PC anywhere as well, so that's pretty cool. So let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, so it's exactly like it is in Sword and Shield and in Let's Go. So we'll move Starly out. Let's see how we've got a team shaping up here. Really cool that we caught that Abra. That's really neat. And ball capsules, that's the thing we just got, so we'll have a look at that at some point. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this episode. It was a little bit of an embarrassing one, but hey, we have those moments sometimes, don't we? Yeah, look, it's understandable that some of them can be a little bit faster than us, but yeah, we had a squishy team going into that, and I didn't want to do that thing where you just go and like massively over level and stomp it. It all just comes down to RNG sometimes, where you just have to hope that the game will just throw something else out there that will absolutely, just go in your favor instead. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.